All right, it's been a long time coming.
Let me look this one down. Hold on a second. Yep, it's been a long time coming, but I know
A
that
change
it's
gonna
gonna.
come. Oh,
Oh yes,
yes, it will.
it's been too hard
Lord
living.
living, and I'm afraid to die. Cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. Man, my godson got mad at me one night, and I put this
Mhm,
song on repeat in the car, and we had like an
mhm,
hour ride,
mhm.
and I just let him hear it for the whole car ride. He fell asleep to it.
Yeah, that was a hard not life, baby.
Man, listen, I pray for the day that he want to get mad at me again so I can put this song on repeat all over again. Cause I
Yeah.
know a
Oh,
change gonna
this is weird.
come. Oh, yes, it will.
Okay. Can you hear me,
Yeah, I can hear you. I can't see your
Lee?
fine ass though. But I know.
Okay.
All right, no, I gotta change this so that there we go. Oh, hey, sexy.
Hey.
All right. So this is officially our first date. So I'm gonna play this song for you, okay?
Yeah. How's this officially our first date? But okay.
It's officially our first date because I'm playing this song for you.
Okay, cool.
It's kind of how it works.
Okay. I'm listening.
So are you okay with that? Will you go out with me?
Yeah, I'll go out with you.
Thank you. That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Might
I'll
bend.
go with I'll go out with you 1,000,002 times.
Oh, okay. Keep that same energy after you hear this song, though.
mm, a song won't change my mind.
Okay.
One
Did you get
song.
it? Did you get a chance to listen to any of it earlier?
I kind of heard the beginning of it. Okay, so the fact that it's like a country tune
Uh-huh.
already kind of makes me want to thumbs down it, but we'll see.
Yeah,
I
that's the
mean,
thing. You
some
gotta
country too.
you gotta sit through it. You gotta really sit through it. And and like I said, is more about the lyrics than it is the music. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Okay. Let's see if this is, yeah, this is it. Get architect training at Universal Technical Institute. All right. So I got to get past the advert. Okay, hold on. And then I'm going
Oh, my
to,
boobs look so big.
they are marvelous. They are gorgeous.
They are too huge. Oh, you got it on screen share or whatever?
Hmm.
You think they're gorgeous?
Of course. Yeah.
I want to see what it looks like when I finish. I work out more, but I want to get a surgery on them.
Can you hear it?
I can't hear nothing.
Wait, you say you can't hear it?
Now I can hear it now and play.
Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna go back.
People calling me. Hold on.
She said someday I'd understand what love was all about. She said I could have the kids. She
It sounds like
was
Bobby.
moving out. Said she'd finally found a man whose dick was so much bigger. And then that scumbag motherfucker ran off with a nigger. And to think I ate the pussy where that big black dick had been, and kissed the lips that sucked him off time and time again. It's enough to make a man throw up. It sure is hard to figure how any decent girl could ever fuck a crazy nigger.
They got me a nigga.
He treated her just like a queen. She gave him all my money. It looks like joke's on me, but I don't think it's funny. That pussy ain't worth paying for, as far as I can figure. 'Cause there's nothing quite as worthless as a white girl with a nigger. And to think I ate pussy where that big black dick had been, and kissed the lips, sucked him off time and time again.
Oh my God.
It's enough to make a man throw up. Sure is hard to figure how any decent girl could ever fuck a goddamn nigger. So for all you nigger loving whores, this song is just for you.
All right, now the importance of this is that if you're on a date with me, then you are a nigger fucker. So this song is just for you. See, and that reaction is why we can date. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't think that's how I didn't know that song gonna do that. Oh.
Yeah, I had one girl that was like really
It
upset.
started off so subtle and just goes there.
She
That's
got
funny.
really mad. We didn't make it out of her neighborhood. I'll never forget. Yeah, she was serious. And then she kept asking me why. Why?
He kept asking y'all why.
She kept asking me why. She's like, why? Just why? I was like, it's a good song. I don't know what you talking about. Why? Okay, let's go back to this Mary thing. What was your theory? Because I think your theory was really cool.
Okay, so this is my two theories. Either they met, you know what I'm saying, and they engaged in some premarital sex, right? So that's what a lot of people do.
Yeah.
So then, you know, back in those days, sometimes they really didn't know they was pregnant until they, you know what I'm saying?
There was no pregnancy
They didn't
test.
find out early.
Right.
So when they found out that, you know, that she was pregnant, it was like, oh, we gotta hurry up and get married.
Yeah.
So, you know, that made it look funny, like, okay, but she was a virgin, but she's pregnant. So, you know, they made up this fucking story so that they wouldn't get condemned, you know, in a sense. Or especially her.
Yeah.
Or she was already fucking around with some people or some guy, and he met her and, you know, fell head over heels for her, or, you know, I want to make you an honest woman, you know, I don't care that you're pregnant, you're mine.
Right.
And then he decided to marry a pregnant girl, I guess.
Yeah. Now I'm with that. I'm with that all the way. And I think too, it also can be a situation where he went along with the story or probably concocted the story himself because he didn't want to look bad. right? Because
Yeah,
yeah, because no dude wants to be the dude that married the hoe. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Or number three,
Mm.
it could be of just a miraculous miracle.
Here's the thing. I met a girl a long time ago that was telling me how she got pregnant, and I don't. It may have been you actually, because I don't have these kind of conversations often. But she was saying that the way she got pregnant had to be a miracle because she was like, we didn't even like really do like what they did. You can't even count as sex. Like it happened that fast, and it didn't get even all the way in, and somehow she got pregnant by that.
Well, I mean, all you need for to conceive or for the nut to hit the egg, so the nut has to travel up the canal,
Right.
and that's how you get pregnant. I know how I got pregnant with my daughter. No, I didn't tell you that story, but it was from a quickie. Yeah.
How long is a quickie?
Mm, less than 5 minutes.
That's a long time.
Well, not really, but you know,
5 minutes. Five
I
minutes is
want
a
to
lot.
say
Shit, let's stay silent for 5 minutes. See how
less
long
than
that shit
30
lasts.
pumps. Less than 30 less than 30 pumps. I don't know.
Y'all women have like this crazy idea about time. 5 minutes is not a quickie. A quickie is like, I mean, listen. Now I get what you're saying. If you are like an established couple, y'all have a sexual relationship. Yeah, 5 minutes is a quickie. I get it. But like, was okay? Was it y'all first time?
It was our second time. So our first time was at night, and our second time was that morning.
Okay, then it's your first time. It's your first time. It's your first time. So 5 minutes is definitely not a quickie. 5 minutes is a decent, I would say, normal sex session.
Maybe it was less than 5 minutes, but all I know is I was real drunk that night before, and
Mm,
it that was quick
yeah.
because I don't even remember enjoying it.
So you probably got pregnant the first time. You don't know.
He was careful the first time.
This sound like
Well,
Mary and
I don't
Joseph.
think
You know what I'm
so.
saying? Like, what did we do last night?
He was careful the first time. Like he really was. Like he was like, and I think we used a condom.
Okay.
Yeah,
I,
like
I
he
can
was,
believe that. First time condom, that makes sense.
yeah. So so we both fell asleep,
Right.
and then the next morning, you get to touching and feeling.
Right. And he went a whole 5 minutes.
Not really. The problem was I was on top and
Mm,
I was enjoying myself, and I
yeah.
didn't get up in time.
Of
That was
course
the
not.
problem.
Of course not.
Huh?
Listen, man, I have done wrestling moves on women in the past. You have to. You gotta anticipate, you gotta have a little bit of upper body strength, and you gotta throw them heifers off of you, man, because they don't be wanting to get up.
Okay, so this is how it happened. So I was up there and I was,
Mm-hmm.
doing my thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, oh yeah, And then he was like, oh, you need to get up or something like
Uh-huh.
that and that. And I'm like, what?
Yeah,
And
see?
then,
Nah.
yeah, and I'm like, what? And then I got up and then I just, lay down and I went to the bathroom and then I, cleaned myself off
Mm-hmm.
and he went on about his day. I went on about my day.
Yeah.
And then about a month passed by and it's like, oh, I'm pregnant.
Right.
So that's how I got pregnant.
How did you wait? You said it took a month before you realized it?
Yeah, a month later.
Wow. You didn't have morning sickness or anything?
A month later.
Oh. So I
Yeah, a
remember.
month later, I started falling asleep like all the time, everywhere.
Mm, let me
And
ask you.
then 2 months, 2 to 3 months in, I was really, really getting it.
Mm,
Yeah. So the time comes like, okay, so you have sex. Okay, the nut travels up the canal, and I'm being really, really I'm not being technical here, but I'm just saying it how it's flowing
it
out.
sounds
Okay,
very
so
technical to me.
huh?
It sounds very technical to me. Canal.
Yeah, the canal, like the tunnel of love. Okay.
Oh, oh.
Okay, so you ejaculate and then the nut comes out and it travels up. Okay, so it takes a week to even like formulate some shit.
I didn't know that.
Okay, so after that first week,
Wait. Wait. Okay, just stay here for me for a second, because I'm having a
huh?
Mary and Joseph moment right now.
Uh-huh.
I remember a long time ago, my girlfriend, she woke up in the morning and she threw up. We had sex that night before, and she threw
Hmm.
up that morning, and so I just assumed that, like, oh, I must have messed up and got her pregnant, right? Are
No, it
you
don't
telling
happen that fast.
what?
I mean, it happens that fast, but you won't know that fast.
So that means that she probably got pregnant by somebody else.
Probably. Or she was just playing around.
Wow.
She was fucking with you.
No.
Mhm.
Because after she threw up, we went and got a test and everything. Um,
So was
and
it y'all first time fucking?
no, it
Oh.
wasn't. But but it was just, listen. You got to understand. Like I said, I'm imagining Joseph and Mary in this situation, right? Because I don't understand that timeline. When it happened, I didn't have the mindset to do the math to figure out when the last time it was that we had sex. You see where I'm coming from? Like, I just didn't think about it. And it's been so many years now that I definitely can't remember. Because at the time, I really thought that I got her pregnant that night and then she threw up the next morning. So now that you're telling me this and it's making sense, she got pregnant by somebody else. And I just thought I had did it.
Well, okay, so this is how it works. But every one's different. But most of mine, and I've done it 6 times,
Right.
and I have 3 children alive, and I have three miscarriages, right, and an abortion. Anyway, so every time I've gotten pregnant, out of all 6 of them, between the second and third month, that's when I was, nauseous.
Wow.
Okay, the first month I kind of didn't know, and then I didn't get my period.
Right. Yeah.
So for me, the first sign of me being pregnant is no period.
Yeah.
So okay, so we fucking right,
Hmm.
blah blah blah, we fucking, and
Yeah.
then okay, 2 weeks later, it's supposed to be my period,
Right.
and then what if that bitch come like real light or non-existent?
Right.
Might be pregnant. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
month, you know, going to month one.
Hmm.
Okay, from 2 weeks to 1 month pregnancy. Okay, you go to that second month and you ain't had no period, you definitely motherfucking pregnant.
Yeah.
And then during that second month, um, if your breast is hurting, combined with no period, combined with nauseous, then you pregnant.
Dang, man. That
But
is
like
just so.
okay, the day you nut in her, if
She
you
won't
take
have
an
nothing.
early pregnant, huh?
The day you nut her, she won't have nothing. Nothing's gonna happen.
Now she won't have no symptoms. She won't have symptoms until the third week till the fourth week.
Wow.
It
Wow.
takes a full month or three weeks for the gestational period to kind of start and your body to know, oh, this is a foreign object and I have to keep.
That's
Because
crazy.
sometimes, even a doctor told me this, a woman will get early pregnant, let's say a week pregnant, 2 weeks pregnant,
Yeah.
and her body will immediately reject it.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that.
So
Yeah.
you can be having like little pregnancies throughout the year and you don't even know it.
Mm. Wow.
So it's like, and for your
Man.
body to accept it, like, oh, because this body, like, oh, this is a foreign object, let me get rid of it.
Right. Right.
But sometimes, through the act of God and just timing, right?
Mm.
Um, your body will accept it, and then it'll go 1 week. Your body will keep holding on to it, trying to feed it, and it'll go 2 weeks. And then your body will keep trying to feed it because what it's doing is it's taking all your cells, all of your like blood from your period,
Mm.
and it's eating it. Like all the nutrients that are in your period, all the fucking dirt or whatever, with all the shit that's in your period,
Mm.
that's what forms the baby. And that's what the baby eats to kind of get a covering around it or whatever in a sense. That's
Yeah.
what it feeds on. Yeah.
Wow. I
That's
just
why your period stops. Sometimes women have periods when they're pregnant, but that's rare. But it's not really cool. It's not really good.
yeah, of course not. Yeah, if you're pregnant and you have blood coming out, that's a sign to go check out something for sure.
Hmm.
Man,
Yeah.
that's
So like,
blowing
okay.
my
So look, I
mind.
got pregnant at the end of January. By March, by my mom's birthday, which is March 3rd, I knew I was pregnant, but I ain't really tell nobody.
Wow.
So it was
So
like the
okay,
whole month
so
of February. Okay, so by February 14th, which is
mhm.
Valentine's Day, I didn't know I was
Yeah.
pregnant yet. So I found out at the end of February. I think I took some kind of test at the end of February.
Okay. So I'm trying to think about baby math now. Cause I know I'm not the only dude. Like I'm certain that every man at some point has done this and is probably still doing this now, right? When a woman tells you she's pregnant, um, unless it's someone that you are purposely trying to get pregnant, the first thing you're doing is you're doing math in your head to figure out, okay, when did we have sex, right? And then how far along is she now? And the reason why my mind is blown is because what you're telling me now is that the math has been off this whole time because, like you said, after you have sex, you have a couple weeks, if not a month. Oh, well, wait. Okay. Wait. Okay. So let's say you nutted her, right? And then okay, and then like let's say been a month, right? When she gets tested, when she gets tested, will the doctor be like, okay, she's a month pregnant?
Okay, so
Or does it take a
when
month
you
to
go to the
become
doctor,
pregnant
they
and then you
ask
have
you
another one?
when's your last period.
Yeah,
Okay, so
but in this case, but in this case, you're saying, let's say you had sex on March 1st, okay, and then let's just say your period was March 3rd. Your next period is not until April 3rd, let's say, just for simplicity, right? What I'm saying is, if you miss your period on April 3rd, are you a month pregnant at that point?
yeah,
Okay.
But see, they be off with that shit though sometimes, right?
You see what I'm
But
saying? Because if you nutting her and it takes a week to gestate, I'm thinking she won't actually be pregnant until the end of that week.
yeah, but see, you won't know.
That's what I feel you. Like I see what you're saying. Like you won't know, but like I said, I'm thinking about the baby math. So if she comes to you and she's like, "Hey, I'm 3 months pregnant," the first thing a dude gonna do is he gonna count back 3 months and be like, "Well, nah, we didn't mess around in March, so therefore it definitely ain't mine." But if you telling me I can
Yeah,
have
but
sex with her
it's
and
like
then
a
it takes time to
window.
gestate and then she get pregnant, like, that's a different thing, you know?
Yeah, it's like a window in a sense. Like,
Yeah,
okay, look, okay, so okay, you fucked March 1st, right? That's when you
mhm,
nutted on March 1st, right?
yeah,
By April 1st, you'll know if she pregnant or not.
right. But you won't know if she's a month or not, though. That's the problem.
I mean, give or take, it's a month. It's a guesstimation. So how they
Right,
figure it out is once you get a little farther along, they can put the machine on you, and
right,
it can really be more accurate as to your amount of things based your amount of weeks based on the size of your uterus and based on the size of the actual embryo itself.
right, right. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So once you get a little bigger and you get to go and have the sonogram, that thing that they put on your stomach.
Right. Uh-oh, what happened? We froze up. No. In other countries, two SIM cards is very common. And so when I travel,
Mm-hmm.
I like to have a phone with two SIM cards so I can have my American SIM card and I can have the country that I'm in SIM card. Um, it's a huge benefit. So anyway, all right, but this is a good question for you. Do you think that it's a good idea to use sex as like a reward punishment type of thing in relationships? Like if you do this, I'm
Well,
gonna suck your
I've
dick.
I've been in a relationship where the guy used sex as a reward and punishment, and I didn't like it. So, but when I didn't really understand that until he did it, so I did it before, and
Right.
I didn't think nothing of it.
Yeah.
But when he did it, I was like, "That's fucked up." But then I was like, "Oh, women do this shit all the time." So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, because like when we first met, I don't know, he used it as a weapon. He was very, very like narcissistic. And then once I ask for the dick and you don't give it to me, I don't want it no more.
Right. Right. Yeah,
I'm
man.
just
It's
turned off. Like not really turned off, but it's just like, whatever. But
yeah.
which is rare. But in my last relationship, yeah, I once I found out like he was doing shit on the side and not disclosing it to me, not communicating with me about it. He just wanted to do his own thing and then lie about it. Yeah, I got very disinterested. And then we probably had sex, but it was like, it's gonna have to be like when I felt like it,
Mm-hmm.
or and it was like quick
Yeah.
and wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
but then no, it was no head involved at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I think it's a really interesting topic and something that I've always struggled with, and I'm still asking questions and trying to figure things out when it comes to that stuff. So like I've heard, and I'm sure everyone's heard over and over again that weaponizing sex in a relationship is not good, it's not healthy. Um, But when we were talking about giving head and about being honest about it, because that's kind of how I came to this conversation, right? It's like
Mm.
if you're really honest with yourself, like what is it that you selfishly enjoy? Because whatever that is, that's the thing that you'll do without problem. You're not gonna feel resentful. You're not going to like feel like, oh, I gotta do this again, right? Like you'll be happy to do it because it's something that you actually
But
enjoy.
like if I like yeah, I like to suck clean dick. I don't like to suck dirty dick that's nasty dick that's fuck everybody dick.
No, I get that. I feel you. I feel you. And I think that's most people, right? Um, the question becomes,
Yeah, I'm not the type that you can cheat on me and then I'm like, okay, you cheating on me, let me suck your dick harder
right?
so I can prove that I'm better than the other dick sucker.
Yeah,
No, I'm not. Then I'm gonna resort to that's your dick sucker and I'm not your dick sucker.
right.
Yeah.
Do you think that? Because remember, I was telling you that like I think it's a good idea if you use head as a way to train your man. Do you think it's possible to do that with head with women?
Um, okay, me as a woman, I like head a lot, right? But okay, I'm not finna fuck with no man that say he don't do it at all. Mm-mm. Like, mm-mm. That's like you gotta kick rocks. You will never get a chance with me. Like, okay, on the first date, and I meet a guy, and he be like, "Oh no, I don't do that," or "No, I don't." You ain't my type of dude. Because to me, that's like childish, just little boy shit. Some men don't enjoy giving women head. Okay, cool. You just not the guy for me. Um, because I'm gonna want it every once in a while. Like the I feel like it's so good you want to kiss it. You know what I'm saying? You want to that enhances it. You know what I mean? Like that shit feel good and I'm rocking with it. But I don't require it like every time.
But if using it as a way to reward you, how do you feel about that?
I wouldn't mind. Okay, so my last relationship, if it was like a holiday
Yeah, that's
or
weird stuff
my
right there.
birthday,
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
the person will really go hard in the area.
yeah.
But like, okay, Monday, Tuesday night, it's like not as hard as like
The
my
birthday.
birthday
Yeah, exactly.
or
Yeah, and that's the reason why I don't like celebrating days or doing special
mhm.
things on days because I think it takes away from what a real celebration is, right? Like to me, a real celebration is an accomplishment. It's a way to say thank you. And if you relegate that to just a day on a calendar, then I think it cheapens it. You know what I'm saying? People
Yeah.
say it all the time, like I'm doing stuff for you all year long. Why are we waiting until May whatever to like celebrate that? Like, it don't make sense.
But then I'm walking in here. But then I also had it to where like that was the regular part of the sex. Like,
Yeah,
okay, well, you do me, then I do you, and then we have sex.
right.
That was I've had it like that, and it was every time from like the first day until breakup.
Yeah.
But okay, so the my husband that I was with, he did it a lot.
Yeah, I like your hair, by the way.
My hair,
Yeah, it's my first time really seeing it. It's really pretty.
it's like kind of pinned up.
Yeah, I know. I like that. It's
This
pretty.
ain't nothing. It's like just. Well, I'm glad you like it.
Every
I didn't think
everything,
nothing of it,
everything,
huh?
everything women say is nothing be the cutest shit. Every time.
Well, this definitely my natural hair, but it's kind of like just pinned up and kind of braided up. I had a hair piece on there, but I took it off. And then I had a baseball cap on today, so that was my natural. That's what I wore today.
But you ought to wear your
I
hair
want
like that
something to
all the
snack on.
time.
I know
You
it's
hear
kind of
me?
late, but I'm up. So yeah, so I've had it both ways. And guess what? I know this is like really, really personal. My mom and dad have been married for 40 years,
Yeah.
just about together. My mom says she's never did that.
She's never given head.
She's never.
I mean, I've heard that giving head was a sin. I've heard that. I've also heard that giving head was
Yeah,
uh,
I mean, back then they thought it was taboo.
yeah, yeah. I've also heard that it was trying to remember. So it was in the same vein as sin, but it was like basically it was saying like giving head is gay. The reason why is because a man or a woman can give a woman head, and a man or a woman can give a man head, but only a woman can give a man vagina, and only a man can give a woman penis. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense. Like it makes sense. It does. It does. But at the same time, though, I mean, for me anyway, I'm like you. Like if I meet a woman that says that she don't give head, I'm like, I don't know how this gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
No, it ain't gonna work because I tried it before.
Not, but here's the thing. But for me though, it's not gonna work not because I require head, and I think you said that too. It's not that I require head, but it's like if we in the middle of a session and I need to get my dick hard, I need to use your mouth. You know what I'm saying? And if you just like,
Yeah.
and if you just like, well, I ain't doing that, I'm like, well, I guess this shit is over with then. Like, 'cause,
Yeah, because
you
I
know.
kind of asked that important question before we even go there.
Really? I've actually never asked
To me,
anyone
that's
that
an
question.
important question. That's like, yeah, I asked that question sometimes. Well, I have before in the past.
Yeah.
Like,
Huh.
I'm like, okay, what are your views on like? I mean, do you eat pussy? Do you do oral? That's kind of how I say it, not just like blurt it out. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think
So
this lighting is fucked up this way. Hold on.
no, it's fine, sweetie. I
So
can still
yeah,
see you.
I just tell them, hey, um, you know, do you eat pussy or what?
And that's a first date question.
First, yeah, first, second date.
Yeah. I mean, with your personality, I can definitely see that. Um,
Huh?
I say with your personality, I can definitely see that.
Yeah, I ask like strange questions, but they might like it's questions that make you be like, oh, you know, like
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, like off guard questions, I guess. But like, I'll be like, okay, um, you eat pussy, and another one that kind of like makes them go, oh, is you fuck punks, or like, do you like gay sex?
That's funny. So, I mean, yeah, okay. That's true. I guess you got to ask that question.
Yeah, and then I go into like, you know,
Do you fuck
what you do
punks?
for a living.
Wait. I'm digging that shit. She like, okay, first day questions. First of all, do you eat pussy? Second question, do you fuck punks? Third question, what do you do for a living?
But
You
not
got your
necessarily
priorities in
in that
order,
order, but yeah,
goddamn it.
something like that.
You got your priorities in order.
Huh?
I say you got your priorities in order. So
I'm
if
just saying
he
those are my three important things.
I feel you. So like if he's like, I don't eat pussy, I fuck a punk every now and then, but like I'm the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. You like, I can't do it.
I mean, the second one would have him kind of out of there.
But he said every now and then. He's not fucking punks all the time. He's just like,
No,
just
my mind won't let me do it.
every now and then, you know?
No, I'm not. My mind isn't like with the trends. Like I'm not open minded when it comes to that.
Yeah. Now
So yeah, so I could not date an openly bisexual guy.
yeah.
I could. I'm not. I won't. Yeah, I won't seek that. Like even when I'm with a dude and he might not even be into gay stuff, but if he's too feminine as far as like always talking with his hands, and I get the slightest inkling
Right.
that maybe he was around his mama too long or something, I don't know. But
Yeah.
no.
Now I feel you on that. It's tough, man. Like I have definitely been in relationships with self-proclaimed bisexual women, and it's never been a preference of mine. Um, yeah, it's weird, man. It's so prevalent these days that like when you hear it, part of me thinks, okay, maybe she's just trying to impress me. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe she's just saying that shit because it's cool or something, right? Um, but it's definitely not a preference. And honestly, if you were to ask me like, do I want to be in a relationship? Do I want to marry a woman that I know for a fact is at some point going to want to have sex with another woman? The answer is hell no.
Yeah.
You know? Um, but like I say, I've been in
Yeah, but
relationships
I
with
know that
bisexual women.
sometimes
So,
um women, it can go both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like women can be, you know, bisexual. Okay, look, like you know how some of them chicks go on girls trips. I'm saying not all girls trips are like that. But some chicks go on girls trips to do lesbian shit. Some chicks, go to clubs and then after the club, her homegirls be on lesbian shit.
of
Some
course.
shit be like that.
Of course.
But, you know,
I mean,
it's just
listen,
different strokes for different folks.
yeah, and I feel the same way about dudes that do that shit too. Like that don't make no sense to me. Like I got homeboys, and guess what? We all married, at least most of us. So if we doing something like that, hell yeah, we bringing our women. The fuck? Like, why would I? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, that's weird to
Like,
me, man.
okay, so then also okay, so years ago, I went to Miami with a group of girls. It was like 4 or 5 of us,
Yeah,
and a couple of them was married, right?
yeah,
But when we was on the trip, they was like straight up hoes. They was fucking strangers and everything.
yeah. See, my thing is like, if dudes are going to get together to go out of town to mess around with women. Why are we going together, bro?
Oh, you mean like the passport bros?
Yeah, like what I'm saying is just I'm thinking about it for me, right? So let's say I'm purposely going to Miami because I want to fuck off on my wife. Why am I bringing friends? What friends got to do with any of that?
They probably just don't want to go by themselves.
That's weird to me. But so yeah, I mean, I think that too. Like when women do all this stuff, I think y'all just like to fuck other women. You like to flirt and
Sometimes, like,
touch and
okay,
play with
look,
other women.
I'm I'm not attracted to a woman, right? I
Mm,
couldn't do it every day. Um, but I will. I'm being honest, right? So in my early 20s, I had threesome. I need to be quiet because my kids here. In my early 20s, I had threesome.
we've been talking about donkeys and horses, and now you want to be quiet.
Well, they don't understand that, but I think
That's in the
I
Bible,
don't know. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. One, I don't know. Anyway, so let me tell you what happened.
Yeah.
So I was geared up for it, like, okay, yeah, let's do it. Because I had this homegirl. She would always come on to me. I'm like, girl, I'm not gay. She always come on to me. Girl, I'm not gay. So I told her a few times. So then I was like, okay, but wait a minute. Well, if you want to do that, then the only way I would do that is if my guy was there. She was like,
Mhm.
yeah, for real. And I'm like, okay, yeah. So, I discussed it with my guy. He was cool with it. And I wanted to see what that life was about. I thought the shit was what's up. I don't know. Anyway, so we did the damn thing. And, I woke up and it was like he was in the middle and each one of us was on the side of him. And I was like, I felt disgusting. So I just left him in the bed and then I went and got on the couch.
Yeah.
So that was my bisexual threesome moment.
See, I don't
And
consider that a bisexual thing. I've definitely done that. I've definitely done threesomes with another guy, but we weren't like touching each other or doing that with each other. You know what I'm saying?
no, but no, me and her actually did each other.
Ah, okay, well, that's different.
Yeah, during the threesome, we
Yeah.
kind of switched around positions. Everything you could see on the porno clip of it,
Right, right, right.
pretty much basic shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I've
Yeah.
never I've never really been into it. My dad was into that stuff, and I think that's part of the reason why I was never really into it. And of course, I've had women that offered it, and I'm just like,
Yeah, but I was in my early 20s at that time, so.
yeah. My
And I
my
think
thoughts.
it was a trend. It was like
It
everybody
is.
was like, it was like a trend or something.
It is. It is. And that's the reason why, like I say, anytime I ever met a woman and she's like, I'm bisexual, I'm just like, uh-huh, okay. Like, and in my mind, I'm like, no, you're not. You're just saying this shit. But because in my mind, if you're really bisexual, then what you're telling me is that you, for sure, like require sex with another woman at some point.
Yeah, but
Like
some
that's just
people don't.
non-negotiable. That's to me, that's what bisexual means. But most women I talk to, they like, I'm bisexual. I've done things with women. I can do things with women, but it's not something that I like go out and actually like look for. So I'm like, all right, well, I don't see that as bisexual really.
Yeah, like if I had a situation where a woman came on to me right now, no. Like back in the day, I used to laugh at this shit. But like here present day, no. I wouldn't even laugh at it. I don't even play like that.
Yeah. My
But
ex. Oh, go ahead.
yeah. And yeah, I just felt disgusting. And I was like, I can't believe I did this shit. And I was like, oh, this will never happen again.
Yeah. I'll
And
never
that's
do a threesome with another dude again. That'll never happen.
yeah, and then I was like,
I
yeah,
think that
so
shit was
I
a trend too.
basically did that to let me see what my mindset was thinking. I thought that that would make me look like, a down ass girlfriend,
Right.
or
Exactly.
I
I
would
think
get
that's most
cool
women.
points for taking it there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was thinking. Or fuck it, me and my man finna fuck this hoe, like
Right,
on
right.
that type of shit.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know.
no. Yeah, I get it. And I like I said, I think that's most women.
But
Oh,
yeah. But then the crazy thing about it is, she told me that he told her that he wanted to get with her by himself or whatever. And then I asked him in front of her, and he's like, "Oh, that bitch is lying."
yeah, that
And then
seems to
years
always
later,
happen.
he comes to tell me that they was in a car together outside of our apartment, and this is after I had our daughter, and
Mm,
they was smoking a blunt, and then she was like telling him in the car she wanted to suck his dick.
mm,
But she was coming in the house playing like we were friends.
right. Yeah, now that's the kind of thing
So
that
that opened up
inevitably
the door
happens.
for them to, do their shit.
Exactly. exactly. And that's how I think it always happens, you know. And to be honest with you, I think that's a lot of the reason why I've never been cool with the whole like open relationship thing, and letting another guy come in because in my mind I'm just like, even if it's not sexual, it's gonna be something that he does for her that I'm not as good at or I'm not doing or whatever, and I'm gonna feel left out at some point. You know what I'm saying?
You
It
mean
might
like a
be,
poly relationship?
yeah, yeah, exactly. I've given it a lot of thought because I like to think that I'm very progressive. I like to think that I'm very open-minded, but at the end of the day, I'm very close-minded about a lot of things. Um, and that's one of them. Yeah, because if some guy comes around and he makes you laugh harder than I've ever made you laugh, I'm gonna have a problem with that.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah, in a sense.
I don't like it at
Yeah,
all.
I'm territorial too.
Yeah, I don't like that shit at all. You know,
Yeah, because
and
people be trying it. Like people be, yeah, I'm territorial as well.
yeah,
But I could say, okay, you can have a friend, but I'm like, okay, she has to be both of our friends. Like, she got to be like, I don't want the kind of friend like, okay, we can't talk when your girlfriend, we can't talk when your girlfriend is around.
oh yeah. You know, so here's my thing on that. And I'm glad you brought that up. So I've always had female friends, and of course I've been in relationships for most of my life. And so I've always had to deal with these dynamics. And so I always compare my friendships with others' friendships. And I know this is probably wrong, but I'm like, if your friendship with your guy is not like my friendship with my homegirl, then I don't think y'all really friends. And then I'm just not cool with that situation, you know?
Yeah, but
Cause
I
my
had a
homegirls want
situation
me to be in a
where
relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that they was, I mean, they was friends because they used to fuck. And then, they was reminiscing on fucking or whatever,
yeah.
every time they talk. So I had, okay, what do we think about this? I heard or I seen this somewhere that right, there's this one girl that you feel like could have been the one, should have been the one, but you married like Miss Picture Perfect, but that's not who you truly really want in your heart. You want the one you didn't marry.
Yeah.
And it's a chance that, you can dip off with her, you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know if that's specific to just men. I think that's just grass is greener on the other side. You know, I definitely have um I mean, I don't live my life with regrets, you know what I'm saying? But like when I go back and I think about like past relationships and stuff like that, man, yeah, there's at least two that I think of. I'm like, man, you know what? No, no, let me take that back. Okay, let's just talk sexually. Just sexually. Sexually. Sexually, there's only one. There's only one. If I can go back, I'm like, yeah, I think I want to get that one again. You know what I'm saying? And then as far as like relationships, there's only one. But it's a different chick that I'm like, yeah, like just like when you sent me that reel, I thought about her. You know, and that's why I told you I was like, man, I wish there was a way that 24-year-old me would have heard that and then taken heed to it, but it just don't work like that, you know. Um, and I thought about her in that situation, but like, yeah, if she
So
came
the
on to me,
24-year-old, you wish that you would have heard that song and you would have got it to work out with the chick.
yeah, man, because it took me a
So
long
you
time.
fucked up.
It's true. It took me a long time to realize it, but being in a relationship means not leaving even when you want to, you know? And I left that relationship. and thinking that like the next one was gonna be different, and it wasn't. And I left that one, got into a third one, thought that relationship was gonna be different, and it wasn't. So it's just like, all right, now I get it. Like women are just women, men are just men. If I'm gonna be in a
Yeah, but
relationship,
see,
I just gotta stick it out.
look at this. You was in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
Each relationship was the same woman but a different face.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're all women, and I've been very blessed. I've been very blessed to have some really good women in my life, and I count you among those. You know, and and so
Oh,
it's not.
really?
I'm serious, man, and it's not it's not the women. It's just that I leave. You know. Is the thing because we cool as hell after the fact. After we break up and everything, we still cool. We still hang out. Everything's good. And I've been knowing these women and taught these women for 20 plus years now at this point.
But yeah, you told me that you respected me. That's why you didn't take it there.
Yeah. But my answer has also changed over the years. We've been going around and around with this for what, 10 years now? Didn't we talk about this before? How long has it been?
I don't know. But yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, when I first met you, it was definitely a respect thing, but I was also in a relationship at the time. So there was that. And then I think we had the conversation again at some point. Um, and I don't remember what I said, but
Yeah, that night that we went to the crab house,
mm.
I wanted the blushy game.
Man, look. Oh, okay. I'm gonna tell
Yeah,
you,
it could if you was willing and able, it could be some porn star ass shit.
right? Uh,
Yeah, but
yes, no. So I remember having a conversation with you about that, and it's true. Like I'm a good dude, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna put you in a position that I don't think would be good for you, you know. And that's the reason why I'm always like, let's run the numbers, let's really take a look at this and check out the logistics, before we do anything. I don't
I
just
know when you told me that. When the first time you told me that, I was like, "Damn, should I get offended? Like, what the fuck going on?" But then I had to think about it.
Yeah, it's true. I care about you. And I'm never going, and here's another thing too. Selfish it's not just you, it's also a selfish thing, right? Because I'm never going to put myself in a position for me to lose or look like a loser. Not going to happen. I'm only going to put myself in winning positions that's going to make me look good. So if I can't come into your life and be the absolute hero, then I don't have no place in it. Maybe that's narcissistic of me, but that's just what it is.
The absolute hero.
Yeah,
So
I got to be your hero. I got to be the man for sure. Yeah. And if
you
I can't
mean
be that,
like
then
absolute hero? Like you what do you mean?
I'm trying to think of the best way to explain it.
Like she don't cheat on you?
No, it's not what I mean at
What you
all.
mean?
No, it's not what I mean at all. So like I said, I only put myself in winning positions. So what that means is when I come into your life, I'm coming into your life to do everything for you to make your life better, um, and to look like the hero, to look like the guy that like did it all. Does that make
The knight in
sense?
shining armor.
There you go. Knight in shining armor. Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah, and
like you taught the captain save a hoe?
yeah, definitely Captain Save-A-Ho. Yeah, and if I can't be that, then it's not a good place for me because I've been in situations with women where I'm not that, and I lose interest real quick because I'm like I'm not needed here. Like, what's the point in me being here? You know what I'm saying? I feel the way about jobs too. When I go into a company, if I'm not coming into that company to be the savior, if I'm not coming into this company to be the best at whatever position y'all really need me for, then I'm only here to collect a couple checks and I'm trying to bounce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's just not me. That's a lot of men. I think it's worded differently. I've heard men say that I have to be the man you deserve, or I have to work on myself first, or a bunch of random stuff. But
Mm.
but yeah, I think about that, you know.
Yeah, but when okay, usually like if I've known a guy for a long period of time
Mm.
and we hadn't had sex, probably won't ever really have sex. That's how it worked out.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I've said that about like dating, if we're not seriously talking about marriage within like the first week or two, it'll probably never happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as sex though, I don't know, I guess, yeah. Yeah. I've definitely
Yeah, because
never,
I got somebody that I've been knowing for a long time,
yeah.
and yeah, we I guess he's like a prayer partner. He's like really super saved. He's like
Yeah.
the lady at the church said he was a good servant. So he's a good servant of the Lord, and he really likes me, but I don't like him like that.
Yeah. I think if I had to put a timeline on it, if I don't have sex with somebody within, let's call it 2, 3 months, maybe, then it probably won't ever happen.
Yeah, because I known
Yeah.
him for like some years, like 20 some years. Now
Yeah.
that I'm counting it. Back then when we were around each other, I think I
Mm,
knew him for like 10 years.
mm,
And he really wanted me,
yeah.
and then I didn't want him like that.
Mm,
So he was more into me than I was him.
yeah.
So I liked him because he was really, really nice.
Right. I can
But
see
I
this.
did not feel a sexual attraction to him.
Yeah. I can see us
And
messing around
then
though for sure.
when I waited 10 years and I'm like, okay, well maybe I should have sex with him. And then I had sex with him. It was so fucking whack.
That's about right. And
I'm like, I
again,
waited all this fucking time for this shit and this shit's whack.
look, and again, that's what I mean by putting yourself in winning positions. I've definitely done that too. If I think that I'm not going to perform up to my standard, then I won't even do it. I won't even, no matter how bad she want it, I'll just be like, nah, I'm good. Cause I know, you know what I'm saying? I have to have some assurances, some confidence that I'm going to perform well. Otherwise, I'm not gonna put myself in that place at all. But I can still see us messing around though. Not maybe not like full on sex, but I can see like playing and stuff for sure.
Who, us
Yeah, I can see that.
or somebody else?
No, I can see that. I'm
Huh?
talking about us. I say with us, I can see that.
But no real sex?
Yeah, I can see us like playing around.
Nah, I can see myself fucking and shit at you. Like,
I wanna
uh,
hear this story. I wanna hear this story one day. You gotta tell me.
what?
Like, how does it happen? How does it start?
How does the sex happen?
Yeah.
I don't know. We just don't. I mean, if it happens,
No, I'm
we can go
saying,
get
wait, wait,
started and then
wait, wait,
it's
wait,
gonna
wait, wait, wait.
flow.
No, no, hold on, wait, wait, wait. So are we on the couch first?
Maybe. Or we could
So
be in the bed.
so this is the way I see it, okay? I think that we on the couch, right?
Hmm.
And we hanging out, we chilling like we do. And then I think you grab my hand and you put it down there between your thighs. I think that's how it starts.
Um, I probably would like give you the look. The look does it for me. Well, that's my thing.
The look, that's how you
And
get them with the look.
yeah, the look does it. And then also, oops. And then also, oops, I dropped the shit. Yeah, the look does it. And I would say, let me see what I would say. Yeah, it's the look and it's the touching. Like if you touch me and I feel like that, ooh, like that cool rush or whatever that word is,
Uh-huh.
sensation.
Right.
If I feel some good sensations
Hmm.
and then I wanted to go further. But if a
Yeah.
person touches me and it's like my body freezes up, ugh, you cringe.
Mm.
Mm. So it's all in the touch and it's all in the eyes for me.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's a vibe, it really is energy. And I think, touch and looks and all that type of things are energy transfers. And if the energy doesn't feel good,
Yeah, but
yeah.
considering the fact that I think I came on to you and I got turned down, I won't be coming on to you no more.
Wait, when'd you come on to me?
I came on to you when we was in the car.
How? What did you do? Because
I
I
was
didn't know
like,
this.
come in and I want you don't remember?
No, at all.
After
You
the
talk.
crab shack.
Oh, okay. That's different. All right. I thought, okay. Okay, here's the thing. Let me tell you something else too. I hear what you're
What?
saying about you coming on to me, but I can't take a lot of what you say serious. You know that, right?
What?
I cannot
Why?
because I never know when you are just saying something to be saying something. And the other thing is, see, you smart. That's another thing. You're really smart. And I think that you know what my reaction is going to be sometimes before you even say things. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So like you're saying
Yeah,
things knowing
but
what my
no,
reaction is gonna be. So that's why
I
you
really
feel safe
thought
saying
that
it.
we was gonna fuck that night.
You really thought we was gonna do something. For real, for real. Okay. All right.
I mean, as the night went on, yeah, the longer we sat in the car, the more hornier I got.
Well, now I know how to get you.
And what?
I just gotta put you in the car and talk to you real good.
Yeah, but see, I'm not gonna, I don't think that I would initiate it or bring it up
Yeah.
or even like, you got to show, I feel like at this point, you got to be like, come here, let me show you something.
Ooh, shit now. Ooh, baby giving me the game. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh,
You okay?
that shit nasty. Somebody gave me this shit. It tastes like a banana.
Is
I don't know
liquid
why I'm
coming
trying to do the
is,
shit.
is liquid coming out of it?
Huh?
I said, is any liquid coming out of it?
No, it's like a hookah thing.
I know, but I'm saying sometimes liquid comes out.
I don't think liquor coming out smoke is.
Okay, okay.
Does it look like it?
No, no, it's just smoke.
Mm.
I've puffed on those before, and sometimes you'll actually get some liquid in your mouth. I was gonna tell you
It's
be careful about that.
banana fusion. Yeah, and I was just trying something.
Yeah. Do you like
But
them?
yeah, it tastes like a banana.
Yeah.
Tastes like a Laffy Taffy candy.
Yeah. Do you like them? The puff bars?
Mm-mm.
I like them
No,
for a while, and then they start to get annoying because I sit up there and puff on it all day. But at
I
first,
was just
though,
trying it because
oh,
this guy
especially
gave
when
it to
you
me.
first charge it, oh, and it's charged up real good. You got 100% battery,
Hmm.
and it's been all day. That first puff, so good.
Mm.
Have mercy. It's been almost a year for me.
Hmm.
Yep.
But yeah, yeah, you could have got it that night. I was like really, really insinuating it and insinuating it. Then I had to think about it. Okay, you had a girl. You know,
What what
sometimes I would care if a
what
person
year
had a
was that?
girl,
What year was
but that
that?
night I didn't care that you had a girl,
What year
and
was
that's
that?
kind of messed up.
What year was that?
Um, that was after the crab shack. I got the pictures in my phone. It was
Send me
it
send me the picture.
was after
Was it 2023?
it was before it was after that time we went to brunch, and it was before your mom passed.
Oh,
So
okay. So it would have been 2021 or it would have been like summer 2022.
something like that.
It had to be. So yeah, I
Yeah.
was yeah, and then so if I was in Dallas, then it had to be summertime.
Yeah, because you was talking about some chick in Hawaii. You just was
That
like
right.
stuck on that chick.
So there you go. So yeah, so I was dating somebody. Yeah. And I don't
Yeah, so but I didn't
believe
care. I
yeah,
didn't care
believe it
about
or
none of
not, I
that.
don't yeah, I take that stuff seriously, man. If I tell somebody that like I'm not messing with nobody else, then I just don't do it. You know, it's not worth
That's cool.
yeah, it's not worth it.
I admire that.
Yeah,
Kudos to you.
yeah, I don't do it.
Yeah.
But okay, so here's something that I wanted to talk about. It's kind of going back to a previous subject, but um
Yeah, I wanted to be the winner of you.
here's the
I guess in
thing.
a sense. That's what my idea was.
Well, I've said this over and over again. Like, I really admire you, and what I mean by that is like I look up to you. Like, I think that you are very bright, and you definitely know how to get what you want. You know what I'm saying? There's no question about that. Like, there's been many times over the years where you said something to me, and I'm like, this girl know exactly what she's doing. She know exactly what she's doing. If I wasn't like
Doing to what? Like in business or in
no, in everything, personal relationships too. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
hmm.
yeah. If I wasn't, if I was a lesser of a man, then yeah, shit, for real. But okay, let's talk about this though. I know you're getting
Hmm.
tired. Um, this is something that I've been thinking about, and I haven't quite figured it out. Okay, so we talked about how important sex is in relationships, right? And you said something earlier that really hit home for me. You was like, if you ask for it and he don't give it to you, then you just not gonna be really interested after that, right? And that's a subject that gets talked about a lot in relationships as far as denying your partner sex. And I've heard over and over again that it's best to never deny your partner sex.
Well, women do it more than men, but
So that's why I'm bringing up this subject because for me, it's always been the complete opposite. All of my life, from the very beginning up until now, I've never met a woman that that wanted sex less than me, if that makes sense. Is that a grammatical?
Listen, you.
Is that correct grammar? Basically, I'm the one in relationships that be like, nah, I got a headache. That'd be me. I'm the one that be faking orgasms just so we can stop.
Why?
Because I'm not into sex like that. Like, it's cool, but there's just a lot of other things that I'd rather be doing.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, if I'm having sex, I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for you.
Okay, so sometime during sex, do you kind of check out?
Well, let me explain it to you this way. If I want to perform really well at sex, I have to check out. If I want to give you the best night of your life, I have to check out. I have to mentally be somewhere else.
Mm.
Exactly. So it's not enjoyable for me at all. Like I'm just working. That's all I'm doing. It's just work. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But my point in saying all this is that I do think it's healthy not to deny your partner sex. Matter of fact, I think that it's a really good idea for both people to to commit to having sex at least once every day.
Yeah, that happens, but sometimes it don't happen.
Well, that's the thing. The question becomes like, why doesn't it happen? Right? Because I think if you're trying to have sex every day, if you're committing to this, it's going to force you to communicate. It's going to force you to
Mm.
touch each other. And it's going to force you to, like I said, like at least try. You know what I'm saying? And it don't have to be the greatest sex. It can be a quickie. It can be like y'all don't necessarily even have to finish, but I think like it's important that the couple tries to be intimate, to be close, I think on a daily basis. Um, and I've practiced that in the last with the last two people that I've dated, and it's worked out okay. Um, they enjoyed it, of course. Um, of course, I
So
do think
you like head more than sex, or vice
no,
versa? Which one?
I like sex more than head. Like
Mm.
I can really do without head. Like I say, for me, head is just something I need to get me hard, just so I can fuck you more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
but if we,
do you like to like ejaculate while getting head?
I can take it or leave it. Like it's, you know, it's okay, you know. Like for me, sex is like ice cream. I like ice cream. Ice cream is
You
good.
can't have it all the time.
Exactly. I don't want ice cream every day at all. Ice cream every so often. You know what I'm saying? And I want it to be at a convenient time too. Like I hate when women like people do this shit online where they talk about wake your man up with head. Do not touch my dick early in the morning. Leave me the fuck
Mm-mm.
alone. You know what I'm saying? I need to be fully awake. I need to check my phone. I need to do some other shit before I attend to you. You know, like, if I if I'm half asleep and I feel some wet shit around my dick, I fuck around and punch you. So anyway, what I'm saying all that to say that I do get turned on by teasing women. I really enjoy denying and having her
Hold on
beg.
a second.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, your music too loud, boy. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Everybody ain't up like that.
Sorry, sweetie, I'm keeping you up. We can finish this another day.
Huh?
I say we can finish this another day. I'm keeping you up.
No, you good. I don't like all the music loud like that.
All right, this is gonna be last thing though, but I really want to ask you. So, like I said, I enjoy denial. I enjoy her begging for it, and I enjoy like teasing,
You
right?
enjoy her begging for it.
I do. Like I enjoy her wanting it really bad, and then me like playing games like, no, you can't have it, and then she's like begging for it. That turns me on. I like it.
Um,
And I also like
but it's
teasing.
like you doing it on purpose.
Yeah, because it's fun. Like it's fun, it turns me on, I enjoy it, you know?
So you want to be like really, really desired.
Yeah, I don't I it definitely I think it definitely feels like it feels like powerful, I think. Because I know she really, really wants it, right? And I
Hmm.
hold the power within me to give it to her or not give it to her. So I think that's
Hmm.
that's part of it. But like I said, I also like teasing. I like teasing where I get her really hot and bothered. Well, I turn her on like a lot and I get her like really, really, really horny. And then maybe I give her a little bit and I take it back, give her a little bit and I take it back, you know? My question to you is, how do I explain this to a woman? Yeah, just how do I explain that? Because I've never felt comfortable like just saying it.
Yeah. Well, I don't. I mean, I really don't necessarily like to beg for it. Sometimes I like it when I could be washing dishes or something, and then you come and you get a little spicy with me, and I'm
Right.
like, oh, stop, I'm doing this, but then, oh, okay,
Yeah.
you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
but yeah, but me too. Like that's part of my teasing. You know, like I'm trying to turn you on. I'm trying to get you hot. The difference is that if you like, okay, let's go do it now, I might be like, nah. Or I might like just touch it, but not put it in. You feel me?
So do you like to initiate or you like to be initiated? Like which?
That's the thing. So like I've always been initiated. I don't get a chance to, that's the problem. I don't get a chance to initiate.
Mm.
See my point? I don't get a chance to initiate because I'm always being initiated.
So you like to initiate and not be initiated,
Yeah, that'll be nice for sure.
huh?
That'll be nice.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be nice. But I can't say that I'm ready. I don't want to be initiated either because like I said, I do enjoy denial and I do enjoy teasing for sure. And you can only do that if you're being initiated, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm.
And so yeah, so I've never had this conversation with a woman. I've always just kind of done it.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I'm trying to figure out like the best way to communicate it so that it doesn't sound horrible.
Yeah, most of the time I don't initiate it, but I mean I have before, but I wouldn't say I basically I have to get a feeling, like I gotta feel some kind of sense of closeness with you,
Yeah.
with the person. Like, cause I can kick it with some people, and then, like I said, we never even go there.
Right.
But
Like in a
it's
perfect,
definitely the chemistry for me.
yeah. Like in a perfect world, like you would do things to entice me. You would do things to turn me on. You would do things to like try to get my attention, like all day, every day, until I get to the point where I just can't take it, and then I take it. That's my initiation.
Mm. So you like to be chased?
I don't see it as chasing, but I guess, yeah, it is a game, I guess. That's yeah, okay. I never looked at it that way. But yeah, teasing, chasing, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm the type that if I feel like I'm always initiating it and I'm always doing it, I ain't gonna do it.
Exactly. And that's why I'm saying I think it has to be a conversation. It has to be a conversation. Because like I said, for me, it's not like I want to be chased um because I want to belittle anyone or because like it's nothing nefarious. It's nothing negative. It's just a turn on. You know what I'm saying? Like it turns me on. It's a game, you know?
I get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm
Yeah,
definitely
I get it. There's something stinking in this refrigerator needs to be out.
but yeah, I think I'm definitely going to use that word though from now on. Because I
So
think
I got a question.
yeah,
So, so we gonna fuck around or not?
we might. We not tonight
Mm.
because we're not in the same city.
I know we not in the same city, but I don't know.
Like I said, I can definitely see it,
That
but
don't sound too promising.
I can't promise you anything. I definitely want to see you when I'm in town. I really do.
Okay, so I feel like we just gonna be friends forever.
That's possible. But here's the difference though. Here's the difference, right? We are friends, no question about it. But we are, if I don't know if there's a word for this, but like we're flirting friends. We're friends with a possibility.
That sound like you trying to make it cute so I can like it.
No, no, I'm being honest. You're not, you're listen to me. If I was married right now, this conversation is we can't have this conversation. See my
You
point?
said if
Like
what?
if I'm married right now, if I'm married right now, you and I cannot have this conversation.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Yeah, if I was married, we wouldn't have this conversation either.
Okay, so clearly we're more than just friends.
Yeah, but like the next time I see you, I'm not gonna be um,
Look at the screen.
like
Look at the screen. Look at the screen. Look.
shut up. I'm,
I know what you like now. Ah.
yeah, but I'm
You want me, look, you want me to
I'm
lick it and then wait. You want me to lick it, then suck it? Or you want me to just suck it or just lick it? Which one?
just combination of both.
Oh, you want me to lick it and suck it at the same time? I can do that.
Nah, yeah, I guess that's cool. But no, like like a bunch of licking and then some sucking and then some licking some more and
Shit.
then some sucking.
I want to bite
So
that
just
lip
like,
too.
you know,
Can I bite the lip?
can you do it?
Bite the lip.
The lips here or the lips there?
The lip's there, duh.
Bite them?
I'm not gonna bite them hard. I'm just gonna grab them with my teeth. Like,
I don't know. That might be cool.
You don't have a choice. I'm gonna do it no matter whether you like it or
I don't know
not.
if I had that before.
So here's the thing.
But something that I don't like, because you told me that I look like the type that likes a lot of different stuff.
I just assume because of your personality, you seem very like outgoing, very adventurous, very people person. So I can see you at a swingers party fitting right in. You know what I'm saying?
No. So
Okay.
I went to a swingers party
I see. I know you have. See my point? See how I knew that
once
without even
or
knowing?
twice, but I only went because the guy that I was with said, "Come on."
Right, of course.
It was not my idea.
Right.
And then when I got there, I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then he was like, "Loosen up,
Right.
do this, do that, have a
Yeah.
drink."
Right.
Okay, so then as the night went on, me and him became intimate,
Yeah.
and then people started watching, and then I was like, "What the
Right.
fuck? This is not cool, but it's cool."
Right. Right.
And then I was like, "Okay, that wasn't too bad."
Yeah.
Because it made me feel desired in a room full of men.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of people was watching.
Yeah. Yeah. And probably cheering them on too.
Yeah. Because it's like I've never had that. It's like I actually did a lot of like a lot. Like we engaged in the full blown thing. Him going down on me going down on him, a little sex, and then me going down on him again. It was like, yeah.
It sounds like a cool experience. So it sounds
Yeah, but
like
this
you,
was like again in my early 20s.
yeah.
Like I was more in my early 20s, I was more open-minded sexually.
Okay.
Now that I'm in my early 40s, 20 years later, I'm
Mhm.
more conservative
Why do you think that is?
because I guess back then I wanted to try stuff and then I tried it and I was like, oh, okay, this is what this is all about. I don't want to do that no more.
See, I don't necessarily see that as being conservative. I just think you know what you like and what you don't like. You're still open-minded. You're just as open-minded as you were then. It's just that you know that you don't like that stuff now, so you're not interested. That's all. But you're definitely down to try new stuff today. I know you are, because I know you.
Yeah, I'm down to try stuff with the person that I'm really into.
Of
Like,
course.
it's certain things that you can get me to do that the other person could never.
Of course. And we all know this. We all understand this.
Yeah. But one thing that I am kind of like really, really adamant about, I don't like, and it seems like it's been coming up. I don't like anal.
That's good, because I don't like anal either. Lord have
Yeah,
mercy.
and then yeah, and my ex used to bring it up a lot, and that was a turn off.
See, okay, this is what I'm saying, right? This is
Hmm.
what I mean by these kinds of conversations in relationships when it comes to like sex and stuff like that. Like you
Hmm.
were talking about how you ask them, do you give head? Do you fuck punks, right? I mean, there's so many of these though. Like anal is another one. A lot of women like anal. I'm not into anal. I don't, there's no point in me going in there. The vagina is right there.
Yeah, to me, yeah, when people bring up anal, like my mind be going all the way there,
Yeah.
and I'm like, you like punks, huh? Um, you know, shit comes out of there, so that's nasty.
Yeah, I'm just
And then I'm
You know,
like, dick don't go in the butt for me. It just don't.
look, and here's the problem, right? Just like you we give it head, okay? I will
Mm.
do it. If that's what you into, I'll do it. I don't necessarily care for it. I'm never gonna ask you for it. But if you into it, I'll do it. But man, if I do it and then you want me to go back in the vagina, I'm gonna always look at you weird. I'm gonna always look at
What
you
you
weird.
mean? If you Wait a minute, hold up.
I've had
Are we talking
multiple
about anal
women.
or are we talking about oral?
No, listen, I've had multiple women ask me to do
Mm.
anal, and then within the same session want me to go back into the vagina.
Oh no, that's like cross contamination, right?
Yeah, I know. And every single time it's ever happened, I always hesitate because in my mind, I'm like, she's definitely gonna ask me to go wash off, and then she does not, and I'm just like, okay. It's like, all
Yeah,
right.
I'm not one of them. Oh yeah. So with my guy that kept asking me anal,
Mm,
the how I got him off of asking me from anal
mm.
is I said we can do anal once we're married. So
See, yeah. Go ahead.
meaning okay, we ain't never doing anal because he don't want to get married. So
Yeah, see that's what I'm saying. So we both have to get past that. You can't be telling people that we can do anal if we get married. Just be like, I'm not into it. I'm not doing it. You know?
I tried to tell him that,
Yeah,
and then he used to try to think he could talk me into it,
yeah. I know. I met a
and
girl.
then it was just like I didn't even want to have sex no more because I'm thinking in my brain all these questions, all these, duh, 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 duh.
Mm,
And then I said that. So when I said that, that'll make him shut up about it.
yeah.
But honestly, with the right person and a lot of lube, I would think about it. But I ain't really feeling that shit though.
I mean, obviously, it feels good. I mean, there's a reason why people do it. You know. Um, For me, I mean, there is a sort of a difference in sensation, but not really. I mean, at the end of the day, a wet hole is a wet hole. Um,
Yeah,
you know,
I just don't like I don't know. It just seems uncomfortable. Um and
I
it
just don't
just
like the poop.
seems
I just don't like the poop. That's all. Really, to be honest with you, it's just the poop. You can smell it. It's there.
yeah, I really think that the dick don't go in the butt. That's like I really think that. Just like that's just my thing. I think that people just, are so freaky they just try shit. Like try anything. Like um
So okay, but let me
yeah.
ask this question though. So, in your
Mm.
experience though with anal, did you have any sort of pleasurable experience at all?
I had a time where it felt good long time ago.
Okay.
Like okay, like in my early 20s I was really like I guess would say hypersexual or I would try shit.
Yeah.
So and then it was around the time that people was like, "Oh, is you rolling?" Yeah, I might be. You know what I mean? That era. You remember that
Okay.
song?
No,
You don't remember that song?
I'm not as old as you. So, different generations.
What you mean you not as old as me? How old are you?
It would just keep going with the story. Go ahead.
You was older than me. How old are you?
Keep going with the story.
Shut up. Anyway, so it used to be a song like I don't know. I guess it's theme songs in that time period. Okay,
About
the
anal.
early 2000s. Shut up. Why are you laughing at me? What? Why are you laughing at me?
I'm laughing because you're trying to say that this song has something to do with anal, and I know for sure it did not at all have anything to do with it. That's
Well,
why.
that's that. I mean, okay, that's the song that was like my theme music at the time, like that time period of my life.
Okay, all right. I got you.
Just to remember, I just remember that song. I don't know, that song
Cool.
popped up in my head when I was telling the situation. Anyway, So I had it and it felt good.
Yeah.
Then and then we had a condom on.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started to like smell something weird. And then I was turned off.
Right, right. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's a weird thing. Like I said,
And I
people.
never wanted to do it again.
Yeah.
And I was so embarrassed. He was like, "Oh, it's cool. It's not nothing." And I was like, "Well, it is something to me." And so we ain't going there no more. I didn't like it.
You make me laugh. You make me laugh
What?
every time. Just the things you say and the way you say it. Like you was like, well, it's something to me. It's like,
Yeah, because they're
and I
like,
know
"No,
you
it's
being
cool. Like, I
serious.
don't care. I'll deal with it."
Yeah.
People try to coax you into some shit because
Oh
they
yeah.
want you to do the shit.
Oh yeah.
But nah.
I had a
Mm-mm.
chick try to coax me into her fucking me in the butt.
Oh,
Look,
now I would never.
I came up with a slick ass answer though. A slick ass answer. You know what I told her? I
What?
said, you can fuck me all day long if it's with your clit.
Mm,
Bang the
mm,
shit out of me. Yeah, bang the shit out of me. As long as it's with your clit.
mm. I don't
Hmm.
know. That might be kind of weird, hard. I don't know. I've never tried it. Yeah, that would be an absolute no. I would never. There's this one guy years ago, right?
Mm,
I went to a meeting with him
mm,
concerning being his manager.
yeah.
The meeting, we was at an office place. The meeting started off normal. Then it started off with him doing coke. Then it started off with him telling me that he had a backpack full of toys. He was a comedian guy. He
Only
had a
you.
back,
Oh, this happens only to you. Only to you. Only to you. Only to you. He starts off doing
and then
coke.
he had a backpack full of toys that he wanted me to screw him with.
See, okay, stop.
Yeah, it happened in my real life. So
Okay,
I had to exit the meeting and go hide in the bathroom.
right. But look, but this is what I mean though. This is what I mean, right? You see how he
What?
was just like comfortable enough to be like, hey, here's my bag of toys. I want you to fuck me, right? I want to get that comfortable with chasing, right? I want to be able
Badoo?
to with chasing. That's the new word I'm using from now on. I like to be chased.
Hmm.
I like to be chased. It's fun, it's a game. I like to be chased, right?
You like to be chased.
I do. I'm just gonna use that word from now on. I think that makes way more sense. The problem is, I think somebody being chased has such negative connotations in our culture. I don't mean it like I want to be chased like I'm the prize. I don't mean it like that. Like I just enjoy playful, sexual, like yeah, like try to get my attention, like try to entice me, like try to turn me on. You know what I'm saying? Like try to get me.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm saying once we in the relationship.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
I'm still working on it. I'm still working on it.
Yeah, that's something you need to work on
Yeah, for sure.
because most women don't want to. Me personally, and other women don't want to chase. We want to be pursued.
But that's not
This is the era of the soft girl era.
yeah, but that's
Era,
not
you
true.
know.
But that right, but here's the thing though. Here's the thing. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Hmm.
All my life, every relationship I've been in, even if it was just friends with benefits,
Hmm.
women love to chase. They do. They enjoy chasing. No question about it. Matter of
Yeah,
fact,
because it seems like when you turn a girl down, she'll want you more.
I've heard women tell me that the reason why they like me is because what is she? I'm trying to say exactly how she said it. She was like, damn, I can't remember, but she was saying basically she's like, I like you you um because you aren't like damn. Basically, she was like, you're not trying to get me, and I
Yeah,
like
you're not
that.
hard up for no pussy. Like,
I
yeah.
get it, right. And then like I
Mm.
remember My very, very first girlfriend, I was 21 years old. She told me straight up, she said, I like you because all these other dudes try to get with me for my body,
Hmm.
but you're not like that. And
Yeah.
it's
So you
true.
Mr. Nice Guy, so that you get the
Well,
pussy because
see,
you
that's the
Mr. Nice
thing
Guy.
though. But that's the thing though. That's the trick, right? It ain't that I'm Mr. Nice Guy. It's just that I love money that much. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for the bread. I can give a damn about your body. I don't care nothing about none of that. Like I'm trying to get to the money. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm
Hmm.
interested in. And but yeah, so I've been raped a couple times.
Right.
Yeah, I've been raped. I remember one like my
So
ex
you say you told the girl to stop and she didn't stop and you just laid there?
a bunch of times. Yeah, a bunch of times. A bunch of times.
I
When they
mean, how's
came
they
out,
getting
listen, when they came out with this Me Too stuff, I was like, oh my God, I've been getting raped this whole time.
when they came out with what kind of stuff? Hold up.
With Me Too, when Me Too came out, that's when
Uh-huh.
they redefined what sexual assault was. Remember that? They redefined what rape was. And they said that if you tell someone no and they keep going, that's sexual assault. And that
Okay, so
has
you just, but then it started to feel good, so you went tripping.
no, never. No, I don't like it. Let me tell
Huh?
let me tell you, in high school, this was high school. My girlfriend in high school, we would go to the movie theater. We was like 14 years old. We go to the movie theater on like a little high school date, right? My mom, I told you this story. My mom,
Yeah, she was sitting in the front seat.
yeah, but I didn't tell you what. So she was sucking my dick in the back seat, and then she would whisper to me, "Your dick better be hard when we get to my house."
Mm.
This was 14 years old. Your dick better be
She
hard
was
when we get
saying,
to
"Your
my
dick
house.
better be hard when you get to my house."
Yeah, because she was like,
So
"You're
you didn't
different."
know no. It was like she caught you off guard, or
No, it's not
she
that.
scared you into the shit, basically.
I'm just saying what her attitude was. That
Oh,
was
so
her
she was
attitude.
what you call it, aggressive.
Right. That was her attitude in the car going to her house, right? Okay, but peep game. But the rest of the relationship was definitely like that. She definitely took it on multiple occasions. On multiple occasions.
So you would be like, "No, I don't want to do it," and she be like, "Oh, I'm finna do it," and then she get on top of you, and then y'all doing it, and so you
Pull
say,
my
"Fuck
pants,
it."
pull my pants down and everything. Because look, my dick being hard and really had nothing to do with me being turned on. If you just grab it the right way, my shit gonna get hard. It ain't got nothing to do with me. So it's
Mm.
like the truth of the matter, and women talk about this with the Me Too stuff. The truth is, if it's someone I'm cool with, if we cool, if we have a decent relationship or whatever, right? And I'm telling you no, I'm telling you stop. My only other option is to hit you, to get violent. But I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't hit you, and then you just take it, and then I kind of just go along with it because I'm like, all right, well, let's just get this over with.
But that's gonna make you kind of like resent her, or
I mean, like I said, I didn't even think about it like that until this Me Too stuff came out. Back then, I just looked at it like, to be honest with you, I thought my high school girlfriend was a nympho. I used to always say that. I thought she was a nympho.
what you say? You thought your high school girlfriend was what?
A nympho. I thought she was a nympho.
Probably so.
No, she wasn't because when I got older and then I started dating other girls, I realized that like, oh, this is just how girls are. Like they just want to fuck all the time.
If they okay, what I used to do back in the day, and I had to check myself on that shit. I used to confuse sex with love.
That's what my mama said. That's what my mama said. That women confuse sex with love. Yeah.
So I used to be like, and I was talking to this guy. I was actually okay. The guy that I lost my virginity to, we still cool.
Yeah.
It's ironic, but we aren't.
She a
Anyway,
cool chick. I would be cool with you if you was my first.
Huh?
I say you're a cool chick. I would be cool with you if you was my first.
Yeah, so we talked sometime, but we had the only time we had sex when we was 15. Was the
Right,
first time that we had sex. And like we had like little fling when we was 15. But we've been around each other in adulthood and we
right,
not didn't even go there.
right.
I mean, I guess that was just our moment in time and then it wasn't supposed to happen no more. I don't know.
Yeah, I got a friend like that.
Yeah, so anyway, so he was saying that I guess I must have chased him. I don't know, say I chased him, but this is what I did. I told him, I said I thought by doing it with him, he was gonna be my boyfriend and we was gonna be together forever and was gonna be happily ever after, and we was gonna be like, you know, the fairy tale shit.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking in my head, and that's why I did it. But then my grandma told me, she was like, because I was just like so head over heels for this one boy,
Mm.
him. She was like, well, he ain't gonna do nothing but do what you would tell all his friends, and they gonna be trying to do what you too. And I said, my grandma didn't know what she was talking about. And then that
Mm.
shit happened.
Mm. Yeah, I can believe it.
Like we did it. He told everybody we did it. And then his friend was trying to do it with me. And I was like,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then he
Back
got mad at
then,
me because I was talking to his friend, just like his friend S friend.
yeah,
Like I was not talking to his friend like to fuck with him or nothing.
yeah.
But his friend liked me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had ass like that, by the way.
And then when we got older, we was just sitting up there chopping it up or whatever. He was like, he asked me, oh, did you ever mess with my friend? And I was like, no, I did not
Mm.
mess with your friend. Like, hell no. But he thought I messed with his friend.
All of them.
Huh?
I said all of them, all his friends.
No, just this one in particular. No, I wouldn't know how like that.
Hey, look, back in the day, it didn't take much to be a hoe, man. It didn't take much at all.
Yeah, I had my one little boyfriend and we would do it and the whole school knew we went together, so that I liked it that.
Yeah. I never wanted to date
That
nobody
was
I
about
went to
it.
school
But
with.
yeah, but we're real cool.
Yeah.
And I guess back then I was looking for love in all the wrong places.
Mm.
I thought that sex was gonna complete me, that having a boyfriend was gonna be complete me. I thought, oh, I just thought that shit was cool.
Nah, but I think it's a very common thing. There was a comedian that talked about how my dad told me this too. When I was real young, my dad told me this. He was like, right now, as teenagers, girls don't want to have sex and boys do. And then what happens is, as women get older, they want to have more sex and men want to have less sex. So like it flips, and it
Maybe.
definitely, yeah. So like a 40-year-old woman has the sex drive of a 16-year-old boy, and a 40-year-old man has the sex drive of a 16-year-old girl.
Mm. So you think that women in their 40s don't like to have a lot of sex?
No, they do. They like to have more sex than they did when they were 16, for sure.
Yeah, cause yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm in my early 40s, and I be wanting to have sex. I guess in my teen years, now that I know what the shit is, and
Mm-hmm.
I fully understand like my body,
Mm-hmm.
and I know I know the experience. Like, okay, I was telling my friend, this girl I was talking to, my homegirl, and she was saying when she have sex, she be scared to nut, or she can't nut, or she can't go into orgasm.
That's
And I was
interesting.
like, well, I go into sex like a guy in a sense. I'm trying to get my nut.
Right.
So what's the point of doing it? I said every time I do it, I want to experience, or I get my, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing it for,
Right.
to orgasm. And she was like, well, she can't orgasm, and you know, she just was thinking too much. I'm like, well, you need to just chill and get it. I don't know. I don't have sex like that.
Yeah. That kind of stuff to me is a turn on because it's a challenge, you know? Um, we were talking earlier about like anybody in your past that like they could get it today if they came around, and that's the one, because she was the same way. Like just no matter what I did, she just did not come. And I was like, I mean, we had many conversations about it, and I was just like, what the fuck? And I just kept trying and trying and trying.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, it was super frustrating, and I didn't know what was going on and and yeah but yeah if she came, yeah, like, and also too, she's one of the few chicks that I dated that I didn't continue having like some kind of relationship with after. So like, we never talked, we never hung out, nothing. So if she came around today, like, I would want to know if that part of her life had changed, and then I definitely want another crack at it.
Mm. Oh, so you run the block. What do you call it?
I want to
Um,
spin the block up again or something.
spin the block. That's what's called.
Yeah, because it's a challenge. It's a challenge. If you want to get me to do, if you want to get me to do anything, tell me you've never done it,
Mm.
and then I want to do it.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know. I'm trying to see. I mean, I think I've tried everything once.
No, you haven't. See, now you challenging me.
No, I have tried kind of everything once,
Nah, I'll find something. Don't worry about it.
but I guess like okay, the anal.
Maybe you
That's
just
just not my
haven't.
thing.
See, maybe you just haven't been loved right. Maybe we can. Maybe
Yeah, I
maybe
think it's something that you have to um definitely
because you also mentioned lube.
work,
Yeah, and if you're
whatever you
doing it
call it.
right, you don't need lube. There's no need for lube.
Mm.
Nah.
Well, I don't want it to hurt because that's the hurt
It's not.
makes
It's
me
not.
want to say,
It's not going.
stop.
It's not gonna hurt, sweet. It's not gonna hurt. We gonna go real slow. We gonna be patient. I'm gonna talk you through it. It's gonna be a good time.
But
You know
my brain be thinking, oh, he doing this with somebody that's not non-female.
what? Oh yeah. I mean,
That's what my brain be thinking.
I don't listen. I don't know. I can't tell you what that's like. Um, I
That's
don't
what
know.
my brain be thinking. Like,
I
I
just
don't
want to.
know.
I just want to be the best. That's all. But also
Yeah.
too,
Then
if
my
I'm not the
homegirl, because I
best,
got a homegirl that says that she loves anal. Like she prefers it sometimes,
yeah.
and she actually likes to ride it during anal. I could
Wow.
never.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
so she's a pro at anal.
Wow. I've actually never had that writing before. That's a different level.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
different.
so she actually was like, yeah, she'll get up there. And when she told me that, I was like, girl, I could never.
That's wow. Men don't. I don't think there's anything in sex that men can talk about that's the equivalent of that. You know, not really. Unless you want to talk about like picking a chick up or something. maybe.
Yeah, women go into details on sex, I guess.
Well, but I think that's because y'all have more detail to go into, though. See my point? Like, if a guy is just like, "Hey, she rode me," like, and like that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not impressing me, bro. Yeah, y'all just have more impressive stuff y'all can do. That's all. I don't know. Maybe dude can talk about like how long he went or something. Or I don't know. Maybe you can talk about like her reaction. I don't know. Do you squirt?
What you say?
I say, do you squirt? Do you squirt? Squirt, squirt.
Does it work?
Do you squirt? Do you squirt? Do juices
Yeah.
run and flow out of your vagina?
Yeah, I squirt.
Okay.
Yeah. Not easily though.
Yeah, yeah. But see, so that's something that a guy can talk about that can impress another guy for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to like a lot of it's like clitoral stimulation and hitting it in the right spot
Hmm.
will make that happen.
Yeah.
You
Have you ever
know, and
taken,
it's
have you
just
ever,
like spontaneous because I've never done it on command.
I don't think well, maybe there's somebody out there can do it on command, but
Yeah, I've seen pornos that they're like,
nah, they be cutting the tape and shit. They hit pause and then
um,
do whatever and then hit record again. You can't believe that shit.
um,
Yeah. I've made a
yeah.
porno
So it's
before.
just
That's
definitely
crazy.
takes like some tender loving care and just the right spot.
Yeah. Nah, I think that's everybody for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah. Have you ever taken a fetish test?
A fetish test?
Yeah, I give that test to everyone. And so I'll be very shocked if I've never given it to you, but I don't remember.
No, because I think sometimes, like I say, you was trying to be too nice to me and shit. I don't know.
Too nice. See, I don't okay, we gotta get away
I
from
wouldn't
saying that
say too
word.
nice, but I
Just
guess,
saying it's 2025, you know?
huh?
I said it's 2025.
No, you never gave me a fetish test. I know it's 2025. What's that mean?
We gotta stop using that word too nice. Nobody
What
likes it.
used to?
No, too nice.
I wouldn't say too nice, but you told me you said that you respected me too much.
Yeah, I do. I it's true. I admire
I
you.
mean,
I
that's
really
kind of
do.
a good thing, and then it's kind of like whatever.
No, it's true. Like I don't okay, let me say it this way. So there's a word called sadistic, okay?
Who?
Sadistic. So
Sadistic, like crazy?
see exactly. No, no. That's why you need to take this fetish test. Okay. A sadistic is a person that gets off on either hurting someone, embarrassing someone, or like treating somebody with disrespect. Okay.
Like a sadist.
There you go. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
sorry. You're a sadist. Okay. So here's the thing. In order for me personally to be a sadist, I cannot admire you. It just don't work. You know what I'm saying? For me to pull your hair, slap your ass, call you a slut, shove my dick in your throat, I can't admire you. I cannot. And that's for me though. You know what I'm saying? And it's weird
Hmm.
because I can have a relationship with a woman and I can do all those things, but then she feels some type of way that I don't admire her. I'm like, what? I'm like, it's hard for me to
So
respect
you
you.
have me like,
You're sort of not on a pedestal, but like I respect you. I admire you. So it's very difficult for me to like treat you disrespectfully. And again, that's just for me. I don't know how other men feel about it, but
Well, I mean, I can see that in a sense, but I would say for me, I just always see like the bigger picture or the end picture in a sense. I always have this vision for shit, like we could do this and we could do that.
mm,
I'm
yeah, I
always,
know exactly. I
yeah.
get you. Right. But here's the thing though. That for me has nothing to do with sex. Those two
No,
things are
I don't have
complete.
nothing to do with sex, but
So then why would I enter into a sexual relationship with somebody that I'm trying to do business with? You know what I'm saying?
I thought that, well, I understand, but I was thinking that, you know, business partners, like, um,
And then separate that from the rest.
no, it would all be fun.
I can't do it. I don't know how.
Like, I guess, like power couple.
I know. My ex-wife said the same thing. And that's not me. That's not me. It's not me. I can't separate those two at all. If I'm bending you over and holding you down and fucking the shit out of you, um, you're not powerful. You know what I'm saying? So when we walk into the boardroom, I'm also not gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna treat you the same way in the boardroom as I treated you in the bedroom. Does that make sense?
Mm.
Like
Yeah,
I can't separate
I
the
can,
two.
I can, I can relate, but I wouldn't like that.
Mm,
I mean,
I know. That's what I'm telling you. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna treat you the same way in the bedrooms I treat you in the boardroom. I don't have a switch or none of that stuff.
mm, well,
So if I see you as a business partner, that's what you're gonna have to be. And I'm trying to think how that can be sexual. It's difficult. When
yeah,
it
but
comes,
that could be like, like I was saying, power couple type shit, or business
how do how
partner.
do how do power couples
We
have
can, we
sex?
could, I don't know, like that couple should be good. I don't know. Look, I got a homegirl. I had posted her restaurant,
Mhm.
Gorilla Nuts. Her and her husband worked together. They started off with a food truck,
Yeah.
and then they moved to a restaurant. I think that shit's dope.
Do they seem like equally like I don't know powerful or whatever?
It seemed like they the yin and the yang, and she was helping when he was not helping, and yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely power dynamics. I was talking about this recently, right? It's like everyone needs to understand what their dynamic is and express that early in a relationship. And I know for me personally, I'm definitely feel more comfortable as the master, as the dominant in a relationship. Um,
Mm,
I'm definitely not submissive at all. I've met guys that are married that are submissive, and to me that seems like a horrible existence. Like I can't do it, man. Um, I've also have dated women, and I can't even tell you what the dynamic was. I can just tell you how I felt.
mm,
I felt like one of the kids.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? She was the mom. She handled the house and she had everything. And I felt like just one of the kids, and I can't do that for any stretch of time. I can do it for a little while.
Yeah.
Mm. I've also had situations where I felt like I was her pet or her purse, and that shit ain't gonna last like no time at all. Period.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can't do it. Not even a little bit.
So I guess you just like the challenge and you like the chase.
So I do like to be chased. I like the power. That's what it is. I like the power. I like the power. I like to be in control. And the chase gives me that control. That's what it
Yeah.
is. That's what it is.
Baby, I'm just in here falling asleep on you. I love
I
you.
know. I love you. Thank you for talking to me.
I know. We could talk more often.
And we're gonna record everything.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
I can dig it. I'm gonna send you the link to this one, okay?
Yeah, because I'm curious to like make it better.
Right? Right? All right.
Mm.
Well, have a good night.
I
Enjoy
guess we
yourself.
probably want to, be a little bit more, dressed nicer.
I don't know.
But like that raw and natural shit is cool though.
I kind of like the way you dressed tonight, though. That shit was fly.
What?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, your shirt
How
did
was it
have like a
fly?
your shirt did have like a little stain on it. You need to clean that up a little bit, but the fit
What was it
itself,
already a stain on it?
I don't know. I saw it when you was in the kitchen though.
Oh, my titty's so damn big. Shit. Mm. I have some
Yeah.
huge titties.
Oh yeah, I know. They're
Okay.
beautiful. All
You
right,
have a
bro.
good night.
All right, bye.
All right. Bye.